Hi everyone, so I literally just finished this script for the video after the Prime Minister made the announcement for lockdown 3.0 in England. Now, I did say a month ago that I thought that England would be cancelling their GCSE and A-level exams. However, I take no pleasure in being right. I think that exams are a great way to test students' aptitude in certain subjects, and exams are one of the best methods to actually do that. However, I appreciate that's not the only way. Now, I do think that the Prime Minister has made the right decision for a number of reasons. Now, the first being is that it brings parity to the devolved nations when it comes to the exams in 2021. In Northern Ireland, the current position is that the GCSE and A-level exams will go ahead, and in Scotland, the Scottish Highers will go ahead also. However, after the announcement from the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, I do think the respective education secretaries in those countries will be making a U-turn quite soon. The second reason that I think that this announcement is a good one is because the mental health of students are being affected with what's going on in the world. The disruption that's been caused by all these firebreak lockdowns, schools opening, then closing and then reopening, and students having to go into the classroom and then convert to online learning is causing huge amounts of stress and anxiety amongst the student population. There seems to be no continuity or stability to what students are learning at the moment. Last year, the announcement to cancel exams was a disastrous last-minute decision. At least by making an announcement to cancel the 2021 exams now will give ministers and educational establishments time to prepare for alternative arrangements. Now, everyone's talking about what are these alternative arrangements that the Prime Minister spoke about in his announcement. That's anyone's guess. However, in my opinion, it might be similar to the way that Wales will potentially assess their students. Student grades here will be based on a combination of factors like homework, in-class tests and internal assessments. However, I have no doubt that this year we will see the return of the centre assessment grade, otherwise known as the teacher predicted grades. Now, the PM did say that he was hopeful that students will return back to school in February at some point. However, this is wholly based on how successful this lockdown will be. Which, if it isn't, and I hope it is successful, no students can return back to school indefinitely. That means that students can't sit internal assessments, so it may possibly have to fall to centre assessment grades again this year. Now, mature students and homeschool students might be screwed again this year. The reason being is because of the absence of a body of mathematical work and assessments, you don't have any evidence to produce for a centre assessment grade. What you are doing at the moment is homeschooling yourself in mathematics and entering as a private candidate for the exams in 2021, which are now cancelled. Let me know in the comment section if you're in this current situation. I would love to hear your thoughts and plans if you're affected by this. One of the most important takeaway messages from tonight's announcement is this: just because the exams are cancelled doesn't mean you should be celebrating or should be a reason for you to reduce your efforts in your studies. It's quite the opposite. You should still be working hard, striving to do your best, turning in your homework, doing tests where required, so you can demonstrate to your tutor that you are deserving of the grade that they will predict. You know, I started this channel all the way back in March in the first lockdown in the UK. It seems like we're going back to the future once again. So take this time to look at some of my earlier videos to relive the experiences that I went through. There are loads of resources there on how I coped with the first lockdown and how I set into action my plans for my mathematics studies. Sure, it might not help everyone, but hopefully there are some golden nuggets there for some of you to watch. So here we are again. So wherever you are in the world, study hard, stay safe, and I'll see you a little bit later.